my chariots, welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading that I have for you today. And today's reading is, what would your person change now if they could? All right, so this is a then versus now situation. We'll take a look at that today. I do have 3 piles for you, so we will go over them as well. First thing I wanted to mention was my Etsy shop. Yes, I still have it closed for private readings. I'm taking a little mini break here, but I will be opening back up when I decide to do that. I will make the announcement on my community page and let you know when. So I'm hoping for sometime in September, but I will keep you posted on that. Also, I just wanted to say a big thank you. Thank you for everyone that continues to follow me. My returning subscribers, I'm always blessed to have you and your energy here with me. It's beautiful. I'm very humbled and I always appreciate that. So thank you. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like my videos because that is what helps the channel grow. And turn on your notifications, okay? That little bell icon so that you know when I'm uploading the latest content. All right, so let's take a look at the piles that I have here for you today. I will insert an overhead shot, and you are looking at three pictures from the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle cards. All right, so pile 1, you are the goldfish. Pile 2, you are the owl. And pile 3, you are the camel. Okay, so those are the piles that I have for you today. My chariots, you know what you need to do in order to pick your pile. Whatever you feel that you're drawn to most, go with that. Follow your intuition. All right, and then if you're drawn to more than one pile, that just means that there's messages in the other piles that you may need to hear. And if none of them resonate with you, that's perfectly fine as well. That just means that this reading is not meant for you today. Be okay with that and accept it. And go check out my other readings that I've uploaded, or the other amazing tarot readers that are out there. As I always say, there are so many, and each of them have their beautiful own style of delivering readings. Spirit always wants to connect with you, so surely one will resonate. All right, so let's get started. Pick your pile and I will see you there. Well, hello, pile 1. All right, you chose this card here, the goldfish from the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle cards. And today we're asking Spirit, what would your person do differently between then and now when it comes to this connection? All right, so that's what we're looking at today. But before we get in and get started, I do want to take that moment for us to just clear our energies and quiet our minds. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. And I just want you to be still for a moment. All right, I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so I can bring you the messages that you need to hear today. I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I trust my intuition always. And I trust the guidance that my third eye gives to me. Okay? All right. So I did pick a bunch of oracle cards that we will look at. We are starting off with the goldfish, okay? Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. All right, so we'll take a look at that. I am going to set up the tarot cards first, and then we'll look at everything And we'll see what is it that your person wishes. What would your person change now in regards to this connection if they could? Okay, if there's something that they could do differently, what would that be? This is for pile 1, Spirit. So we have the King of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Star and the 3 of Pentacles. So we have the Goldfish here. We have Courthouse. Free Spirit. Elevation. Ears wide open. Surrender your fear of intimacy. And the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Pile 1. So what I'm feeling in regards to your connection with this person that you're thinking about right now, what do they wish that they could do now than back then? What would they do differently? I really feel coming through this pile, there's a sense of there's a sense of material gain when it comes to this person that they focused on. And I feel what they would change now is that focus. I feel that there was a time here with you when this person was way in over their head with responsibility and more of a status of how they want it to look in this material world versus the intimacy and the feelings that they had for you that I feel that they did not act upon. Okay? The overall energy of the reading coming through here is this Star and the 3 of Pentacles. There's still a hope here with your person to build with you and to be some sort of team, because we're looking at the 3 of Pentacles here, which is all about growth and collaboration. And it is a card about teamwork, this Three of Pentacles. And with the Star card here, this is making me feel that, you know, your person is still very hopeful for the future when it comes to you. That they really want to work on building with you, being a team with you. And I have a feeling what the difference is between then and now is that I feel that there's something here that they were really looking out for themselves. Okay, with this King of Pentacles, this is a card about longevity, long-term commitment. This card represents to me security, stability. This is someone that does have a lot of commitments, okay, or they're invested in something large. And with the goldfish here, it says an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I do feel with this person, the then versus the now is that they chose the material wealth over their spiritual growth. Okay, I feel like that's what the bottom line is in this reading, and that's the difference. And obviously, I feel that your connection falls into that spiritual growth that they were not ready to take. I feel that they were trying to elevate themselves here, but the then versus the now is then they were trying to elevate themselves in things that they realize now, do not matter in a way that they thought it would. So, this status of really building something, making something of yourself. I feel like the person that we're talking about here, pile one, is someone that really wanted to look like they were very accomplished. Okay. With this card here of the courthouse, I almost get this feeling like, again, we're talking about status and power in law, in some sort of law, career, lawyer, or just someone that is very distinguished. I feel someone that has power here with this King of Pentacles. Something that they're overseeing, that they have to lead, that they have to control. Taking that path in their journey, though, led them to realize that they missed this opportunity, pile one, with you. And I feel that's the difference between then and now, okay? And it has created this loss, this anxiety. It could be that the position that they were in just became so overbearing and so stressful, that by the time they realized what they what they got themselves into, it reached that point where they wanted to free themselves, okay, with this free spirit here. They reach this level, but sometimes, you reach that level, like perhaps you're working 80 hours a week and you're exhausted and you have all these commitments and all these things to take care of. And you reach that point of, what is this doing for you? How are you growing within? And I feel that your person, pile one, reached this point where they realized that they were sort of heading down the wrong path. Maybe it was greed, maybe they were out looking for just to make as much money as possible, or they really wanted to be wealthy, or they wanted to show the world that they had accomplished something by living in a beautiful home with expensive cars, something, or traveling to the point that it created some sort of anxiety for them, as if perhaps they were even just giving the persona that they were very that they had this wealth and power, and yet maybe they were struggling behind doors with this Nine of Swords and the fact that they did have financial issues. Maybe they're in debt, maybe they're leading everyone to believe that they have this wealthy life, but then they're struggling on the inside because it's not something that, they got in over their head, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe they had to end up filing for bankruptcy or something with legal matters, okay? Maybe they were involved with someone, it was a marriage, and then it had to end in divorce, and it cost a lot of finances. There's something here with this courthouse where there's a legal system involved. But this is number 23, which also represents, when you reduce that, that's 5 in tarot, and that's all about change, number 5, and conflict. So I feel like there was a lot of drama and change and conflict, which had to, it puts your person in that position of, we also have the number 5, which is the Hierophant, and that's all about a higher learning, all right, and them elevating, and we have the card here of elevation, all right. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, and I feel that's the difference between the then and now, because now they want things to change, and they really want them to change. A swift, fast movement here with the 8 of Wands. This is representing communication. I feel like they want to talk to you. I feel like there's a loss here. They feel like they realize that they've lost something because of the other choices that they made back then. And perhaps they pursued this path of the material wealth because they weren't ready for that spiritual growth. They weren't ready to be emotionally vulnerable. When I'm looking at this card here, surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And I do feel that your person kept their heart closed. All right. I do feel in this reading that there's a blocked heart chakra going on here, which requires healing. We have the Star card here, which is showing me this Aquarius energy that's coming through here. We also have the King of Pentacles, which is more Taurus energy. So I do feel that your person, when it came to love, look at this card here. This is card number 33. It reduces to 6, and that is the Lover's card. That is Gemini energy that's coming through. And this card talks about ears wide open. And I feel like it's what was this person willing to be open to? What were they willing to hear when it came to themselves and how they carried on in this connection? And I feel like there's a lot of regret now. That's the difference. And if they could change that, they would. This 8 of Wands also represents travel. So please take that if it resonates. Perhaps there was some travel here involved where they want to travel towards you. But the difference between the then and now is that they regret taking this path for some reason that was more based on material things and how they looked in this material world than how they really felt and how they truly felt on the inside with themselves. And because of that, I feel like they ended up on this path where they do have regret right now. And if they could change things right now, they would. There's something impulsive here, like this need to come towards you, to talk to you. But it's still it is very impulsive to me. We have the Shield Maiden here, which is talking about making plans and focusing. All right, making plans and focusing. And I feel that they're trying to change that now. They're trying to focus on a different path, because I feel like they realize where they are right now in life. It is not fulfilling them. It is not fulfilling them. And I feel that with you, that you were this shining star with the Star card here. You were this inspiration, and they realize that now. All right. but there's a feeling here that they've lost you. So perhaps for some of you, you've moved on, you've created a new life for yourself. All right. Let me see if I could get anything else in regards to this connection. Pile 1 Spirit. Is there anything else we need to know then versus now? The Page of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they feel that they feel that they had, it's almost like they feel justice has been served. You know, there's something definitely here, I feel, with law or legal matters that they ended up in. You know, this is Libra energy, and the energy itself is all about peace and harmony. And I feel like that's what your person is trying to get to, especially with this Star card here. But I feel like, you know, they had this opportunity to extend this olive branch to manifest something with you, and they didn't do it. All right, they didn't do it. And because of that, they really look at this as a missed opportunity that they lost out on. And if they could go back and change things and make things different, they would. Again, I feel like they have these impulsive, this impulsive need to want to reach out and communicate to you. But I still feel like they're healing as well. I don't feel like they've conquered this fear of intimacy that they carry within them. And even though I feel they're slowly elevating out and opening their mind more, you know, keeping their ears wide open here to try to experience a different path, there's obviously still some struggles that they're working on. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for pile 1, the difference, you know, what they would change, what the between then and now. So let me just pull some, let me get some message cards from your person. All right, before I pull the advice cards, let's do that. So let's just see what messages pile 1's person has for pile 1. Look, your impact on me is so profound. I do feel that with the Star card here. I feel that I'm not good enough for you, you know, and that could have been how your person ended up on this path to begin with. There was this need to succeed, okay? I wasn't trying to make that rhyme, but there was this need to succeed in some way. The problem is I feel that there wasn't a balance here between the material side and the spiritual side of things. And when there's that imbalance, you know, that's when things can fall apart. We were meant to collide. So your person still feels that with the Star card here, I do feel that there was an intense connection here between the two of you. And they do feel that, you know, you were meant to be together. Can we hold hands? I feel like this is showing me the energy of physically wanting to be with you again. We do have this 8 of Wands, which I feel, you know, wand is fire energy. That's physical energy for me, like coming together. You know, I feel that they're missing you, especially with the 9 of Swords here in this 5 of Cups, missing you from being together physically. Perhaps for some of you, this the physical part never even took place. Okay. Perhaps for some of you, this was a connection, a relationship that was meant to happen. You know, we were meant to collide, and it never actually materialized because your person chose to go in a different direction. And it says here, despite what I post on social media, I am miserable. So, you know, when it comes to social media, just remind yourself, not everything you see is real. And look at this. See again, the yearning and the missing of the physical. I long for the day I can hold you in my arms. So they physically miss you. They physically want to see you. And there's a strong need here that they're really seeing things differently, you know, and perhaps this has taken a while. So let's get some advice for you, pile one. What is some advice for you in regards to your connection with this person? Wow. Ooh, I'm sorry. I just knocked over my... So we have this card here. It's number 33. So 33 might mean something to you because it also came out in this ears wide open card, which reduces to 6, and that's the Lovers, okay? The Lovers card. So we're talking about there's the intense connection here that did not manifest the way you thought it would, because I feel that your person chose other opportunities. But right now, Spirit's asking you to appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So I do feel in regards to this reading, Spirit's asking you to be open, to appreciate what you're hearing now, to understand where this person is coming from and where they're in now, and to be okay with that, all right? To be okay and realize that this was an opportunity for you to learn a lot of things about yourself, about your person, about this relationship, all right? And it's giving you a chance to, you know, I look at this woman, to really see things differently, all right? Just like your person is going through, they realize, you know, they're seeing things differently now. This also gives you the opportunity to do the same. And then I'm going to take a card here from Avalon Magic. And we got this card here. Honor the magic of the land. Be nature's friend and ally. Assist in recreating Mother Earth's original garden of pure wonder. So, you know, we're talking about earth energy here, and grounding, you know, and I think this is just a reminder too that we all need to be balanced in both worlds, okay? In this material world of Gaia, of Mother Earth, and also the spiritual world. And if we don't have that balance between both worlds, I feel like that's where things can start to fall apart. So pile one, make sure that you are spending the time and that you are grounded in your own energy. All right, make sure you're taking time to ground and appreciate again, this card that comes up, appreciate what's around you at this moment in time. All right. So I'm going to leave the reading there, pile one. I hope it resonated with you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again at the next reading. Hello, pile two. All right, you chose, we have the owl here from, this is the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle cards, okay? And today's reading, we are asking Spirit, what would your person do differently then versus now? All right, so we're going to get into that and see if they would change anything. But before we get started, let's just take a moment to ground ourselves, clear out our energy. So pile two, can you take in a deep breath for me at this time, please? And just quiet your mind for a second. I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust my intuition always. Okay, So pile 2, we are starting out with the card here of the owl. Good advice from a wise person. So I do have a bunch of oracle cards that I already picked. Let's start out with tarot, and then I'll place the oracle cards, and we'll see what is it that your person would change between then and now, if they could, or if they wanted to. All right, what between then and now, what would they do differently? Pile 2, please, Spirit. Pile 2's person do differently. So we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Sun. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I'm also looking at the Devil. So we have this owl here, as I said. Good advice from a wise person. We have this card, the Journey. Patience. Forgiveness. The Uncharted Sea. Surrender to your addictions. And Spring. See your seeds grow. Okay. Pile 2. There's a lot of pain and burden that your person carries within them, okay, in regards to this connection. There's a deep sense of loss here, all right? There's a deep sense of loss, and there's a lot of 10s being represented in this reading that I wanted to point out. And when we talk about 10, it's the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And that is the energy of fate, destiny. It's having to do with karma. It's having to do with that wheel that turns in your favor. And I feel that there's this heavy feeling that your person feels that your connection was very fated, but yet there's struggles here. You know, I feel like your person has some demons that they were dealing with that prevented them from it's honestly, what's coming through in this reading is a sort of self-sabotage that your person chose. And if we take a look at the energy of then, you know, and what they would do differently, it's realizing, choosing the path to their happiness, and yet I feel that they did not do that. This is a strong group with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords being here, of some sort of ending. So I do feel that this group, we're talking about an ending here, a separation, a breakup, a breakdown. With the Hierophant here, it could even be for a few of you, you were married once to this person and you no longer are. That's just for a few of you. But what I'm feeling here with the 10 of Wands, you know, we're looking here at the 10 of Wands and the Hierophant. A lot of burden came with this connection when it came to you and your person. All right. So I do feel that there was something here that I feel that your person struggled with some addictions, pile 2. And there's this sense of, how can I say this? There's this feeling that's coming through that your person feels that they were sort of dealt these certain cards in life. And because of that, there's this feeling, you know, and this is where the self-sabotage is coming in, that they were dealt these certain cards in their life, and because of that, they can't change things. And I feel, you know, your person is thinking like, yes, you two were fated. I feel like they really admire you in certain ways, and they see, you know, they see you as the one, and yet there's a struggle within your person that there's some sort of feeling here like they don't deserve the happiness that they can have because of some of their struggles here that I'm seeing. You know, I'm very drawn to the card here, surrender your addictions, that came out. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. And that's, I feel that your person is struggling with, like, they feel that they, in some ways, that these addictions that have overtaken them, they feel that they can't heal them, you know, as if this is who they are, and because of that, they feel that there's this feeling here that they don't deserve you, or you don't deserve them. There's a dark energy coming through here. They feel like they carry these demons, and I feel that's what this 10 of Wands represent. And with the Hierophant here, you know, this is all about a higher learning. This is a very spiritual card, and I feel that that's a struggle with your person, as if I'm just looking, you know, the Hierophant is all about a higher teaching. And then we have this owl card here, which the owl represents intuition and wisdom. And the statement is good advice from a wise person. So it's almost like there's this struggle here that your person is either refusing to follow their intuition, that they're refusing to make changes in their life that would bring them to me this happiness. Because look here, the now is that I feel that all they want is this happiness within them. And this Ten of Pentacles, they're looking for this Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is like having it all. It's really being content and fulfilled in all areas of your life. And that's what's coming through now. Like, your person realizes that they could have taken this journey with you that I feel would lead them to this beautiful divine masculine energy of this radiating light. And yet there's something that they're struggling with here. They feel that the journey that they're on doesn't, it's almost like they don't want to pull you into this journey with them. There's this feeling where there's this really self-sabotaging feeling, like they feel like they are not good enough for you. And it's really sad, because overall, the Five of Pentacles, your person feels very lost right now. I feel like they feel very lonely. I feel like there's a sense about them where they require a lot of solitude, okay, because of these demons that they're battling. But instead of trying to heal them, I feel that there's this almost like they're trying to take the easy way out. Like, this is what they've been dealt with. There's nothing more they can do. It's kind of that feeling, and it's sad because there's a lot of loss here and pain that they carry in losing what I feel they know they could have had with you, and they chose not to do that. Right now, they're looking for forgiveness. All right, you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. They would want forgiveness from you now. All right, forgiveness because they made this choice that they feel that you're too good for them, basically. And yet there's still a struggle here, I feel, with their demons that I don't feel that that's changed. They still haven't found the good within themselves, if that makes sense. There's still a loneliness here. There's burden here. I feel with this Ten of Wands that your person has some baggage that they've carried with them from the past into this connection. I do feel that this is a connection that calls for a lot of patience with this card of patience here. This is also this uncharted sea that's coming through. Number 46, which reduces to 10. So you have 10 here, 10 of Pentacles. All right, the 10 of Wands, and then the Journey card of 10. It's really talking about cycles and completion of a cycle. And I feel heavily right now that your person is stuck in this karmic cycle. And unfortunately, this is the lesson that they're going to have to continue learning until they can pull themselves out of that. And I feel that it's something that scares them tremendously, because to do that, it does require this uncharted sea, this unknown territory of heavy triggers, I feel, and healing that is required. Because this is someone that, for whatever reason, from either their upbringing or their even past life experiences that your person may not fully understand and be aware of, possibly old childhood wounds, but this is someone that carries a lot of baggage in not feeling, they do not feel worthy, and the sad part is they realize that this is the happiness that you bring to them. All right, this Sun card here, this Ten of Pentacles, and yet they still have too many struggles here that show me that it's a tough battle for them to overcome. And I feel that this, whatever it is that they're carrying, this weight that they're carrying with them, it's still easier for them to carry this baggage than to try to work on themselves and release that pain so that they could be intimate with you. All right. And they try to replace that intimacy and that need for relying on someone and being vulnerable. Strong feelings here of abandonment issues, okay? Whether it was a father or a mother, but there's just strong issues coming through here. And I feel that, you know, Spirit has been here. The universe has tried to tap into this person with the owl. Good advice from a wise person. But your person just isn't in the position right now to be able to accept those nudges. I do feel that you were brought into this person's life, though, to help them. Now, I'm not saying you're responsible for their healing in any way, but I feel that you were the trigger for them to sort of open their eyes and see what's going on here. I feel in some way, perhaps, you know, they are more aware of their addictions since they have met you. You know, this card here of spring, maybe you've met them in the spring, you know, maybe there's something special here. But even with this card here of the rabbit, you know, the rabbit sometimes represents a lot of sexual activity to me, which could possibly be one of the addictions that's coming through here. But the caption here is, see your seeds grow. So I feel in some way, pile 2, that you have planted these seeds within your person that they're struggling with now. You know, those seeds are a trigger for them because for some reason it is you that has pointed out some of the demons. And even though I feel that they knew they had these demons to begin with, before you came along, I feel that there was no, like your person really, again, like there's this energy coming through, like, hey, these are the cards that I were dealt. This is how I have to go with, you know, this is what I have to go with in life. You know, this is how it is. Sort of like take it or leave it. And then you came along, though, but I feel like you triggered something within them. You really pointed something out to them that it's very heavy, you know. And now they're trying to struggle through this pain. They're trying to wrap these cycles up, but I still feel like they're putting up a fight against that. And it's tough. I feel that they're lonely in certain ways. They feel left out in the cold without you, this ending. Or if they feel left behind in some way. But again, it all has to do with a worthiness that they don't feel within themselves. So I do feel that as much as your person has these feelings for you and cares for you, until they learn, I feel, to, what am I trying to say? Like this karmic cycle that keeps occurring over and over for them, until they beat that, I feel that this is a cycle that they're going to be stuck in, with all these tens that are here. What else, Spirit, about this pile? Pile 2, please. What else? Yeah, the Tower. All right, the Tower is here. I do feel like you created this Tower moment for your person. Huge, okay? This huge Tower moment. I feel like, you know, you triggered something in them where they felt very lost at some point because they were looking, taking that step back and looking at their life and evaluating things, their behavior, their actions, what their beliefs systems are, how they just feel inside about people and relationships. It was a huge trigger to them. Nine of Cups. It's kind of amazing because I feel this like dark energy from the then, and now it's like they're trying to, they realize that there's this emotional fulfillment here that they're struggling with. They see you, pile 2, as their wish fulfillment. You are this huge trigger to them. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So, they are reaching that truth. They are reaching that clarity, and they see this potential for a new beginning. And they see it as almost like here it is, and they're so close and yet still so far away from being able to obtain that. I still feel that there's some sort of block. They have a wall up, or there's some sort of block where they're not allowing themselves to feel whatever it is that they went through here as a child, or this abandonment or this rejection that they're dealing with. And instead of allowing them to feel that, process it, release it, and let it go so that they could move forward and embrace this new opportunity, it's like they still are hanging on to that, and that's why they're stuck in this awful cycle. Okay, it's an awful cycle of self-sabotage, and they try to diminish the pain that they're feeling with these addictions, because temporarily it makes them feel good for about a minute, and then they're back to square one again. And it's just this constant cycle of really trying to figure out how to let go of this pain that they've been carrying with them. They feel like they're this vessel of pain. That's what's coming through. So let's get some messages from your person and see what they have to say right now. Your heart is genuine, all right? And that's why I feel like they ask for your forgiveness, because they realize what a genuine person you are, and they see how patient you have been with them, all right? They realize that. Do not give up on me. Yeah, there's this lack. There's just an overall sense of lack that comes from your person, pile 2. Your impact on me is so profound, and that came out in pile 1, but I do feel, this tower moment. That's what we're talking about here. There's, I feel like your person was kind of going along, but your impact on them has somehow triggered them and changed them to look at things differently in their life. And it's hard right now, okay? It's hard because there is a lot of pain that's coming through. Too much was left unsaid. So, whatever happened between the two of you, I feel like your person did not speak up enough. There's something that they should have said, that they should have told you, that they were not able to. And then the last one here, look, I'm sorry I ghosted you. So for some of you, your person even just quietly slipped away, and left you hanging. And then on the bottom of the deck, I want to see you. So, now they're left with these feelings of wanting to see you, but there's still a difficulty here because they're not in the clear yet. They're still dealing with these addictions. And maybe that's what they need to talk to you about. Too much was left unsaid. They need to come forward, just be truthful. Maybe these are addictions that you are already aware of, but they require more conversation than what actually occurred. All right, but your person realizes that there's something important here that needs to be said in regards to this connection. And again, there's just a strong feeling of lack coming from this person at this time. If they could change anything right now, they would change how they feel about themselves, pile 2. And that is what they need to do, and that is what they're struggling, though, with right now. So what is the advice for pile 2 at this time, Spirit? What is the advice? What advice do we have for pile 2 in regards to this connection? We have this card here, number 35. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So I do feel that there's something here, I said we were talking about this communication, that too much was left unsaid. And I'm not sure how things ended, but words can hurt, right? Words definitely can hurt. And I do feel that this is Spirit, that this is the universe talking about if you ever have the conversation with this person again, to just be careful of the words that you're using. I do feel in this pile that there was a lot of pain in this journey, pile 2, because of this person's addictions. They could have hurt you very much. Which ended maybe in a breakup that was harsh, or it ended where your person really knew that they broke your heart. Hard words could have been exchanged, but this is just a reminder for you. 35 reduces to 8. That's the strength card, and that's that Leo energy, and that Leo energy is all about being able to be tame and calm without rage and aggression. So, I feel like this is a reminder for you in regards to this situation, to tame that anger perhaps that you carry because of the situation, and just to remember that words really can change things. So if you do have any conversations going forward in the future with this person, to just remember to use loving words as much as you can, despite the awful situation that might have occurred between the two of you. Okay? And then let's just get one from Avalon Magic for pile 2. This bunny. Reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty, and you shall receive a mirage of miracles. And the card that came out for pile 1 also had to do with Mother Earth, grounding energy. All right, so this to me is just ensuring that you are taking the time to work on yourself. Make sure that you're grounding yourself, all right, in Mother Earth's energy, and that you are staying grounded, pile 2. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. All right, you chose the card of the Camel from the Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle cards. All right, and the reading today that we're asking Spirit about is, what would your person do differently if they could between then and now? So there's something that they could do differently. What would that be? But before we get started, let's just take a moment to clear our energies. So pile 3, if you can take in a deep breath for me. And just be still for a moment, relax, quiet your mind. I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I'm connected to my higher inner power, and I trust my intuition always. Okay, so we'll take a look at these in a second. We're going to start with tarot. Spirit, we're asking, what would pile 3's person do differently if they were able to in regards to this connection? Would they change anything if they could? We're kind of looking at then versus now. Pile 3. We have the Magician. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have Justice. And we have the Emperor. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups and the Chariots. And we have this Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. We have number 22, the official person. The future. Integrity. Roots of abundance. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And the High Priest, intend and create. Okay, pile 3. So what would your person change then, you know, between then and now? There's a real struggle here with your person, pile 3, in trying to be fair and just about this situation, this connection, whatever's going on between the two of you. There's a struggle here that they are well aware of. There's a situation here that they are well aware of, but there's a struggle between them feeling like they are doing the just and honorable thing versus following their hearts. Okay, the overall energy of this reading we have here is the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Now, the Knight of Cups is, this is the romantic lover, of the deck. This is the most romantic knight. We're talking about feelings and emotions here when it comes to the Knight of Cups. And we're also talking about the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. So 2 water cards coming up for the overall energy of the reading. Your person having these feelings and emotions for you, pile 3. And the Chariot is all about this forward movement. Okay, it's that feeling of making a decision to move forward, but oftentimes feeling like you're torn between 2 situations. That's why you usually see the black and the white phoenix. It's that yin yang type energy, but yet setting your mind to plow forward, move forward. Your person has these emotions, these feelings for you, which I feel that the difference between the then and the now is, I do have this strong feeling that your person manifested this. Your person was looking for a new change. Okay, I feel when it comes to this person, whatever their situation and their circumstance was, they were in their emotions were very stale. Okay, I just felt like their emotions were very stale and very stagnant, and they were manifesting this new opportunity in this physical material world, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles here. And they were able to do that, all right? And that's the reason for the 2 of you colliding, the 2 of you coming together. And you could have been at this low point as well when your emotions were feeling low and stagnant. You were looking to express yourself in some sort of way that, there was just this staleness, I feel, coming through here. But this magician, this is the manifester. And with this Ace of Pentacles, this is the gift from spirits, the potential for a new beginning in this here and now, because we are talking about this earth energy. We're talking about this 3D material world. So I feel like, this was a connection that your person manifested, all right? But for whatever reasons, talking about this 3D material world, I feel with the camel, with this relationship, with this connection, came obstacles and adversities. So as much as your person wanted this new feeling, this new emotion to be able to feel again, I do feel that this connection also came with adversities. It wasn't easy, and that could be many situations, many differences here. But because of that, I feel that then your person didn't follow through with this Ace of Pentacles in actually making it become a reality. All right. And I say that because of the Knight of Cups here. Oftentimes with this Knight of Cups, even though he's this romantic knight that wants to express his feelings, has these emotions, there's fear here. The way this horse lifts their front hoof to cross this water, which represents the emotions that your person's feeling. And oftentimes with the knights, what I've been saying is the difference between the knights and moving into the queen and king is taking what you feel here or what's going on and grounding that and making it a reality. All right. And oftentimes with the Knight of Cups, who is very passionate, very charming, can definitely steer you in the direction of thinking that, you are going to be taking this path. And then when that time comes, not being able to carry through with the actions, all right, became a challenge, all right? So I feel like with this person, they definitely had these fantasies and these ideas and the imagination of being able to move forward with you and have this relationship with you, but these obstacles got in the way, all right? These mountains, and it was too much, all right? So the road that your person thought they were taking was by stepping into this emperor power of authority. Look at this. We have the emperor and we have this official person, number 22, which reduces to 4. And that's the emperor. And we're talking about foundation, and we're talking about structure, and we're talking about stability. We're talking about authority and control here. And I feel like with this person, pile 3, that they had this foundation and this structure already in place. And that is a lot of what this, these adversities and these problems, these mountains here with this camel card became. And because of that, they decided to, they did not want to break down the foundation, the structure that they already are living in, okay? So they moved forward thinking they were doing, moving forward in an honest and an integral way here with this integrity card. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with every action. But yet I feel that they realize now that they weren't honest with you. You sort of got the short end of the stick here is what I'm feeling. So they felt that they needed to be just and honest with all parties involved, whatever that would entail, in order to keep this peace and harmony, in order to keep this structure from falling. And yet I feel for you, pile 3, you got that short end of the stick. I feel that you were sort of left behind, all right, while this person moved forward in this direction, and you had to sort of clean up the mess, or clean up what this person started. This person started this, and then I feel there's this strong feeling that they couldn't handle what challenges might come from this. So they moved in this direction, and now your person realizes that they thought they were doing the right thing here with this official person, the emperor and justice card, this card of integrity. But they see now that they didn't treat you right. All right. So if they could change anything right now, it would be to be more honest and fair and open with you in regards to what they were thinking and the direction that they wanted to go in. All right. I feel that with the Emperor here, we have this card here. This is the card Roots of Abundance. So we're talking about roots, and we're talking about grounding energy, and yet this card is represented by the number 2, which feels to me that there's a struggle here, because 2 represents that High Priestess, and that is the energy of all-knowing, and that is the energy of having one foot in this material world, but also one foot above. And I feel that with this Emperor here, this is someone that sort of shut down and became cold and turned their focus away from these emotions and the feelings that they had for you in order to move forward with their future. Okay? Because even though I feel the camels here are talking about persevere and you will overcome problems, I feel that this is a situation where it was easier for your person to not take the road that's less traveled. All right. It's always easier to continue on a certain path than having to make that change. And the high priest is here. You know, we're talking about intend and create, and I do feel like with the magician, like your person realizes that they created this, that they started this. This is what they thought they wanted until these challenges started to pop up. And it's these challenges that they feel would end up perhaps destroying the stability and the structure that they realize that they have already built, you know. And so because of that, they've decided to just move forward with their future. So what they would change now is the way that they handled the situation, and they wish that they would have treated you with more honesty and more integrity. Okay? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. And I feel that your person is struggling with certain beliefs that they have about themselves, as they are this emperor right now. And how they wish that they could have changed things, because they realize that they were not ready. You know, they were not ready to take this Ace of Pentacles, to take that leap of faith, you know, that full energy. What else can we get from this? About pile 3, Spirit, what else? The Four of Cups. And the Queen of Swords, yeah. They wish that they could have honest communication with you. Yeah, the Eight of Wands is on the bottom, which is all about a swift, fast movement. It represents communication as well. With the Queen of Swords here clarifying now, you know, what they would do differently now is they would have this conversation if they could, all right, with you. And this Queen of Swords, when she shows up in my readings, I always say this is about her letting me know that this person needs to have a heart-to-heart. A heart-to-heart with you, because I feel like they did not handle the situation properly. And they did a disservice to themselves and to you. You know, they held back from their feelings, and they held back from just being honest with you in order to create chaos around them. All right. And with this Queen of Swords, your person knows that. And if they could, they would be honest about that today. The Four of Cups, yeah, the Four of Cups shows me that, you know, they were in a place in their life where they just weren't feeling good about themselves, you know. They felt bored, or they felt stagnant. So I feel like they manifested this opportunity. But again, when that opportunity showed up, they turned their nose away from it. All right. They turned their nose away from it because they didn't know what they want. All right. They didn't know what they wanted at this time because they were feeling so low. They have these Three of Cups on the ground. They're not interested in them, and yet you came along. I feel like there was this emotion that developed between the two of you, this connection, all right, with this cup energy that is the summary of the whole reading. And then, you know, it's like falling down a rabbit hole and then not being able to get back out. You know, they panicked is what I'm feeling. And now they wish that they could talk to you about that and have this conversation. And I feel that you know that too, because I like the way this queen, you know, and I feel that there could be even some slight intimidation, that they might be almost afraid to approach you about this subject because they're not sure how you're going to respond. I just like the way this queen is looking at this emperor with her hand up, like, come on, what's going to give? Are you going to come clean? Are you going to actually, you know, set things straight? Are you going to level up here? So it's as if that you both know that, you know, and your person, with this Eight of, there's the Eight of Wands here, and look, there's the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I do feel that this has given your person anxiety. You know, they realized that they were trying to be this official person, and they weren't of the person that they cared about the most. You know, when it boiled down to things, and they realized that it's you that actually suffered when it came to this situation, and now they wish that they could change that. Now that they wish they could set things right. The thing is that they still have this structure and they still have this foundation. So to me, there's a fear here, all right? And then that's, you know, even though I look at this roots of abundance and I see this key. So I feel like, you know, you're the key to unlocking this anxiety within them, because they realize that they need to have this one-on-one, this honest talk with you in order to move forward, because I feel that's something that they really want to do, and yet there's still fear here because they feel like it would be opening Pandora's box, you know, and there's a fear here of what would happen then if they actually took this impulsive leap and reached out to you. But it does weigh on their mind with the Eight of Wands here, that they feel that they know that they owe this to you. So let's get some messages. There is this feeling that with justice and the official person, that this person eventually will level up. I do feel for some of you that they will make the right decision. Right now, I still feel, though, with this Knight of Cups here, there's just this fear of what it would entail if they were to actually have this conversation, you know, almost like opening that can of worms. And there's that fear then of what that would mean, because I still don't think they're in a place that they're prepared to make any changes or do anything in regards to this connection. So messages from your person for pile 3. You mean the world to me. What else? Damn, you're beautiful. So there, you know, there's definitely an attraction here. There's these emotions that your person carries for you, yet there's this fear to express them. My soul knows the way. I feel your energy around me all the time. So you still may feel this connection, pile 3, with this person. And look, you inspire me, all right, on the bottom of the deck. This connection is unlike any other I have experienced. So what advice do we have for pile 3? What advice? I do feel that there are a lot of cards here. You know, we're talking about the future, and I do feel like your person wants to set things straight. Even with this high priest, like intend and create, like they intend to make things right. What is the advice for pile 3? Wow. And isn't this interesting? Consider, look at this, card number 50, consider your foundation. And that's coming through so strongly with the Emperor and the official person. Look at how committed you are to love. And this is 50 reduces to 5, which is the Hierophant. And we have the High Priest here. You know, and I look at this picture and they're looking at this foundation. There's a couple here looking at this foundation. And I do feel that, you know, there's this hope here that your person can have this foundation with you, you know. It's something as in part of their future that they realize, and yet it's kind of like they're waiting for that right moment, because I do feel that, again, there's this structure here that they just are afraid. There's a fear here of a structure that already exists. So when I see that, consider your foundation, that is what plays on your person's mind all the time. And that's why I feel there's hesitation when it comes to reaching out to you to make things right, because I feel that there's a struggle here that, again, they are not ready or prepared to disrupt the foundation that they already have in place. And don't, you know, they realize this. You know, it's not like you need to come back and say, well, you know, of course they started this. Didn't they have any clue? You know, again, with the Four of Cups here, I feel like they were in a very low place. You know, they were depressed. There's something that they were not, we weren't feeling fulfilled at this time. And the fact that you collided with them, you know, is showing me that you might have been in a similar energy as well. And then let's get one from Avalon Magic. And then we have this card here. Gently place your feet on the path you were meant to travel. All right. So I do feel that your person is trying to put their feet on the ground and make the right decision in order to correct how they treated you. All right. How they carried through when it came to this situation, this relationship. They are working on that. But in the meantime, you know, you keep your feet on the ground. All right. Make sure that you are grounded. Remind yourself of the foundation that you have around you at this moment in time, pile 3. Okay. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it resonated, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.